Okay, so an art gallery has a series of paintings to be hung along the wall. The paintings are to be hung such that there is an equal gap between each painting, as well as at either end of the wall. So this is real life. This is stuff you might have to do. Find a formula for the length of the gap in metres between each painting if 3 paintings, each with 2 metres wide, are to be hung along a wall 14 metres. Okay, so what's the total amount of wall you have? Yep. Total amount of wall is 14 metres. Okay. And there are 3 paintings. Let's call them P. 3 paintings. With each 2 metres wide. So if you had 3 paintings at 2 metres wide, how many metres wide have you in total? 6. Good. How did you do that?
3 times 2 meters.
Yeah. So we're starting to get something like that. Yeah. Okay. You should know probably where your mind's at is that 14 metres is going to equal something. You've only got 14 metres to play with. It's going to equal maybe 2 times 3 for your paintings. Yeah. And then you're working out the gap between them. So let's say we go, because we've got a figure for them, that's 6 metres, isn't it? That there's 6, and we're trying to get them into a 14 metre space. How many metres have we got left over? 8. And if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever's left over, if we divided that by 4, that would be our gap, would it not? Yeah? So it would be a 2 metre gap on this occasion. But then things change. So what I'm starting to do here, Jack, is I'm starting to create a formula. I guess it's that, really. I'm starting to create a formula for this one so that when I start to get this, I can put those in replacement for whatever these were. Yeah? And what that does is, remember this is question 7, it's at the end of an exercise. Yes, it's very difficult. Yes, it's challenging and trying to build that learning power. Okay? So if we've got this, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 8 divided by 4 would give us 2. 6 plus 2, does that equal 14? There's something awry there, but you're getting the drift of what I'm saying, I think. All right? So this isn't perfect, all right, but what it is starting to do is starting to get your mind ticking over. Okay? Is that okay? Can I leave you with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so these are the more difficult ones. The basics remain the same though. Moment, so you divide, we put in a times and flip. Okay, so this one here will come to 3a squared divide 5 remains the same, multiplied by 10 over a. And then I'll go through a process of multiplying the top line and multiplying the bottom line, then expanding to then simplify. Okay, so 3a squared times 10 gives me what?
38.
Excellent, Alex. Well done. 30a squared. Good. And the bottom line?
It's 5A.
It's 5a. Good. Now we come to that expand concept that I said. What we've got on the top line is 30 times a times a, yeah, divided by 5 times a. Ideally, you can see that this happens, and that these have a common factor of 5. 5's going to that once, 5's going to that 6 times. Okay. And what we're left with therefore is 6 times 1 is 6, times by a is 6a. And 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. anything over 1
Oh, yeah.
is 6A. Okay? So it's the same process, just a bit more difficult and a bit more drawn out. Okay, mate? Is that alright?